been going on in different countries for a lot of years.
We've started doing this since 1976. Wow. And just this last 2 years actually, it's really kicked off a little bit.
And a lot of people, if they're curious, what they'll do is they'll see one of these for the first time. And then if they want to enter, we tell them when the next event is, and they at least take about a month or so to work out, punch a bag, whatever they're going to do, get in shape, learn what they got to learn.
My son and I are co-producing the Ruff-Man fight. We're expecting a crowd of about 2,000 tonight. We do have followers. Some people follow this just like it's hockey, just like football. And as it gets a little bit better known, as people understand the matchup and how it works, the strategies, it'll get bigger and bigger. The fighters have to pay to enter. You have to pay $20 to fight. And most people think you'd have to pay the fighter to fight, but these guys enjoy this sport. So they pay $20 to enter into the fight. Well, we understand now, if you were walking in an alley and your life was in jeopardy, would you stand there like a boxer? No, you wouldn't. You would look at this guy and say, man, my life's in jeopardy. I'm going to get on this guy and I'm going to choke him up. You see, I'm going to put him in a hold that allows me not to have my life threatened. And this is what's great about this sport. It's two guys going into a ring with one guy coming out victorious, using anything he can other than gouging the eyes. And we don't have ropes. Once you have ropes around the ring, then you're under the regulations of the Boxing Commission. So that's one of the reasons we went to the cage.
Choke, knee, elbow, put into submission. We can it's pretty much anything goes except for punch into the face. We have to use an open hand slap. And, but you can still punch to the body. You can still knee to the face and kick to the face. Elbow to the face, just can't punch to the face. You can be choking a guy. If he taps out, then the match is over. Or if you put an arm bar, a leg bar, a joint lock on a guy, and he taps out, then the match is over. The rules in Indiana are completely no holds barred, which means you can punch to the face, you can be a little bit rougher than what we are here in Ohio. Indiana's a little more exciting just because of the no holds barred. And it's one notch closer to the professional ranks. We're pushing legislation in Ohio. We have a lot of people in Ohio, a lot of fighters, a lot of politicians pushing to get no holds barred.
There are some states that have banned this, and yet there are some other states open up. California just opened up, and we look for Ohio to open up for the no holds barred.
They don't allow no-holds-barred fighting in Ohio because of the unfortunate decision by the Ohio State Athletic Commission, which is a wrong-headed move. We're from Indiana, where they allow such things like that still. And so we still have no-holds-barred fights in Indiana, grappling fights, and stand-up. Here in Ohio, it's grappling, stand-up only.
That's right. What I do, I go from city to city every week and hold the event, and I basically set up the fighting brackets. And I have a co-promoter, which is the Schaefer's here in this case, and they're in charge of the advertising locally in the area. Yeah, we move every weekend somewhere. We're going to be doing the Ruff-Man finals in Cozumel, Mexico in 2001. The stand-up fighters. The grappling, which is seen, their finals is in Hawaii for the World Championships.
co-host.
Documentary? I look like crap. What do you want to know? What do you want to know about quilts? Can you want to walk while we're doing this? These are our modern day quilts, but they're really adaptations of old time. There was a big resurgence of quilt making back in over here during the Bicentennial. Is a beautiful example of an album quilt between 1830 and 1860. It's called a white on white. All of the very old patch in the art of quilt making. You see there's 9. This pattern over here is probably one of these are the logs building.
You can tell by the colors and the you go up the Amish area, they have a lot of your auctions. They go up even $2,500.
Those are called yo-yos.
That's called a cathedral window. And it's different.
Millennium quilt she was making. 2,000 1-inch squares.
On ESPN, Mom lives in Alaska when I won the Tuff-Man in '94. You know, I'm just an average farm boy. My uncle says, "Hey, there's a celebrity. I saw you on ESPN." I said, "You did not?" He said, "Well, yeah, I did. I'll send you a copy of it." And did. I fought the meanest man in Cincinnati. The boy that came there, his mom started crying. She said, "My son's in cigarettes and he drinks and he's only 7 years old." She said, "I can't control him." He said, "Mr. King, can I get your autograph?" And I said, "No, you can't have an autograph. First off, you need to get your hair cut. It's way too long. You need to put your cigarettes down, and you need to quit drinking. And you need to act with respect to your mom." And he looked at me kind of funny, and he walked off. And I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll be back here 2 months fighting another tournament. I'll give it to you then if you come back." And come back to the next tournament, his mom started crying. She said, "There he is. What do you think?" Hair all short, had manners like I've never seen before in his life. So that kind of stuff's what means to me.
Yeah.
It's just phenomenal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next fight. This is a 5-minute time limit in our grappling division, a heavyweight.
See people get rowdy, if the ring announcer sees some fights breaking out, he'll give those people a chance to come up to the ring. And usually once the announcer makes that announcement, "Hey, you know, you tough guys, come up to the ring and show your stuff." And so the ring's pretty intimidating, and most people behave themselves.
Was it 2 fans of the opposite fighters?
2 brothers was in the ring.
They were those were brothers.
No, it was each one of the brothers, each opponent, it was his brother.
It was his brother that was fighting. Okay.
Very dishonorable to fight at a fight outside of the ring. Very dishonorable. Honorable to put your differences aside, get into the ring and settle it like they're. It is a No, I've been doing this fight, gosh, since like 1996. I've done about, gosh, I don't know how many rounds. I know it's over 6,300 rounds that I've done. And one other thing, Ohio State troopers, God love every single one of you, even though you write tickets to the wrong people.